Do you ever wish that one of the stamps in one of your stamp sets was facing the opposite direction? Like imagine the bear is facing left, but you really wished it faced right. Or this flower curves that direction, but I really wish it curved this direction because I'm going to cover up that thing and it's just not working out with my design. Or maybe you want two of something, such as an animal, to face each other, but there's only one in the set. I have an awesome tip to share with you today where you can stamp either direction, regardless of which direction came in your stamp set. Let's take a look at it. Here you can see two examples of cards where the stamp set that I used to make them only had the element facing one direction, but I used the tip that I'm going to share to make them go both directions. So the bees are super cute. Now, actually for this bee, this one I did a little bit differently because the punch is symmetrical. This one's a little bit easier, but imagine any kind of cute little animal with the two facing each other. I love to make cards this way. And then this set with the chairs, here you can see the stamp and the die set, it only has this chair that faces towards the right. So how did I create this one that faces the other way? It just looks so cozy and inviting with the two of them, right? So there's a lot of different types of stamp and die sets that you may want to do with this with. In addition to those situations where you just need it to face the other way to fit in with your card design better. So here is how you can take one stamp and reverse it for your project. What I have here is my positioning tool and a silicone mat. This is important for what we're going to do here. The ink is going to cling to this before we put the ink on the paper. So for my positioning tool, because I don't have a corner, I created this corner piece out of chipboard and it allows me to sit everything down in the corner, which will allow me to stamp more than one time in exactly the same place. The first time you do this, the ink is going to be a little bit lighter. If you do it several times, you get that nice dark color of ink. So I created this corner so I can stamp multiple times. So what we need to do first is to stamp that image onto our silicone mat. And I've already lined up my stamp and my paper where I want them. First, I will stamp onto the silicone with the ink, with the stamp. Want to give it a nice good press. And I oftentimes will actually do this a second time. There will not be as much of that ink that clings to the silicone as would soak into your paper if you were stamping onto paper. So I try to get a nice dark image there. Now I want to very carefully place my paper in the corner. If you're not going to stamp a second time, you don't have to be super precise about where it is. You just have to make sure you lay it down very carefully that it does not smear the ink on the back side. Now that you have it where you want it, you need to press over the top. You can do it with your hand, but this, what I'm going to show you here, has several benefits. One, it gives it a really nice, good press in exactly the spots where that ink is. If you press again with your stamp. The second benefit is, I'll describe here in just a second. So let's take a look at this. Here is the side that would be the original, the right way, but we are wanting to use this back side, and this one turned out pretty well. This is just slightly lighter than the other side where I stamped directly onto the paper, and I would not feel the need to stamp this one again, but if you want to, if yours doesn't turn out very dark, stamp again onto your silicone mat. Make sure you lay the right side of the paper down. The back side down, lay that down very carefully, stamp again on top of it. That will help you to get that image darker. So what's that other benefit of this being on opposite sides? Well, this is the side that you will line up with your die. Once I flip that over the correct direction, that's the one that will line up right here on top of this. And when you die cut it out, you have the exact die cut for this one. So this is exactly how I created that sample card. So you can see here, if we look really close, you can see this one turned out a little bit lighter. I could have stamped another time and probably gotten it little bit more even, but just a fantastic technique for lots of different reasons when you may want that reverse image to be on your project instead of the original. I hope you can use this tip soon in your crafting. If you're in search of a stamp positioner, a silicone mat, any of the products I showed, I'll have links in the video description below. Make sure you are subscribed so you see my future tip videos. Give me a like, give me a comment. Those things truly help other people to find my videos. I appreciate it, and they will too. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.